saw you two limping. Like, I was like, are y'all good? I know that walk. I know that walk.
Lean, dude. It's different.
It's okay, my bad.
And welcome back, everybody, to a very kung fu episode of the Careful Boys. All right.
How'd you do? Oh.
And we have today the Martial Club here, y'all.
Grateful to be here.
Obviously, we got a chance to hear a very inspiring beginning of your entire tale, from the slums of Little Saigon all the way to finding out that Oprah didn't mention you guys. But point is, if we could just sit in the glory of your guys' more recent accomplishments and things that people have gotten a chance to, be honored by seeing you guys moves. Things like in Shang-Chi, or things like in Everywhere, Everything, All Everywhere.
Everything, always, everywhere at once.
Always there, twice or three.
That movie
was the best.
Was so fucking good, but also I think when I saw you guys in it, it made it too like I was in the set. You know what I mean? When you know someone, it's like you're not in the movie anymore. I'm watching it being shot because I know him. You know what I mean? Like I know what you're like. You're just
holding a boom mic,
bro. I was literally fucking gaffing that shit.
That was so cool seeing both you guys on there,
bro.
Dude, thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank you guys.
So can you guys talk about, let's just say, top 5 more recent things that you guys gotten a chance to work on? Some favorite tidbits from there.
Yeah. So we have our own passion project that we recently worked on. It's called Shaun Avengers. It'll be coming out on March 10th on the YouTube channel. It's a 25-minute short film that it came.
It's a love letter. It's our love letter to kung fu.
Yeah.
Kung fu movies.
Yeah.
Dear Kung Fu.
And I think that's our really now, since like the Hollywood stuff, like we took a bit of a break and we've just been focusing on passion projects. We've done little things here and there, like B movies that will probably come out within the next year, but it's like
I took a break from Hollywood too, it's just too much Hollywood.
No, I mean,
Too many weird parties.
I hear you. I like, as grateful as we are to work on these Hollywood films, right? There's union standards within Hollywood that you have to work in, that you have to like work by, right? But us coming from the guerrilla background, same with you guys, like on YouTube, it's kind of in our nature to truly express,
like not have a cap on.
Yeah, to not have a cap on the things we do. So let's say for example on a film, right? If we're brought on to do like the fight choreography or play a role or something, right? There would be like choreographers there sent for us to do the action. It's basically there would be too many cooks in the kitchen,
I see.
Whereas as opposed to
we're used to raw, like just raw guerrilla.
Yeah, guerrilla style, just fucking raw shit, go fucking, So then just a bit of that. It felt like our souls were. We wouldn't say it was killing our souls, but it was like
not 100%.
Exactly, yeah. So then it came at a time where we like took a break. We like all the PR stuff. We're going to like all these screenings and events. We just put everything on pause. We're like, hey, let's just do something to really feel our souls.
So I will say unions do take care of you.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's the biggest upside, and
Because doesn't your soul get filled up by lots of money?
It depends on the person.
That's weird. We never think about money, like when it came down. Like
neither.
that we would always like we would say like we would go work at a restaurant and keep martial arts.
So we can keep doing our martial arts as opposed to doing something that is so close to our hearts. Yeah.
But we say that like just grateful and fortunate to like just have a career that
Yeah, that's sick.
I will say so to add on to what Brian was saying, like there came a point where we were like, yo, we need some quiet time to go back to the chambers, like the temple, and train. So we took some time quiet, like we put a pause on everything and we just went to the temple, meditated and trained, and then like we birthed like a script for the short film that we did. And then beyond that we have a a feature script that we hope to make the short film into. So like the short's like a proof of concept.
It's like a 25-minute proof of concept.
And then,
Cool, yeah.
And then so that's like our next big step. And making a feature film's a freaking hurdle, dude, because it involves money, and we're artists. Artists dealing with money is just like
It doesn't go hand in hand. Yeah.
So that's kind of the current state right now.
Yeah, but that's to answer your question. That film is something that was so exciting and something we're the most passionate about.
That's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm sitting next to the fucking truth right now.
You
Like,
guys
dude,
are
we'll
too
work
kind.
at a
You guys
pho
are kind,
restaurant to fucking do martial arts. I'm like, damn, dude, I'm down to own the pho restaurant. Martial arts. That's good.
Appreciate that.
All right, most recent big movie that you just had a blast working on.
Honestly, the last one was Everything Everywhere. Was we had a lot of fun on.
Tell us about that. When I see Michelle Yeoh, I'm like, hubba. How'd you keep it down? You know?
Sure, yeah.
We don't keep it down, and she knows too.
We're just
We don't keep it down, and she knows. That film is like it's an indie film.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the Daniels, like they came from like an indie background, just like us.
Like they came up on like Vimeo doing music videos. Like Turned Down for What was their project. They worked with very practical effects as well. And they actually they had the script prepared and they reached out to us on like Facebook Messenger. I think they might have messaged like like
we almost missed it too.
yeah, because it was just buried in like hidden messages. You don't look at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So then we opened the message, and then Daniel Scheinert, one of the directors, he was just like, "Hey, I swear I'm real. I'm a director. Like,
I swear I'm real.
we're making a film, and we want you guys involved. If you see this message, please get back to us,
Dude, you guys weren't worried? It was like a porno and they were gonna trick you? You guys hit me if you jacking off
They
first.
sent us the script.
Dude, imagine that movie in script form.
Yeah, imagine we were like, we don't get it, but we recognize a genuineness.
Wow, that must be hard to read like that.
That's
crazy.
So we're just like, all right, let's hear them out. So then we met at their house. They had like this man hut, like a unit in the backyard with like like
They had a chalkboard they had like all these ideas like in like quantum physics. I'm just kidding. Like
and then they were like, yeah, so for your guys' scene we were thinking this, and then you would this, and then you and Michelle would be fighting for this trophy, and then this guy flies over cannonball style, and then they were like straight faced the whole time.
yeah, they were like that.
Oh wow.
Me and Brian were and Daniel were like, wait, are they for real? And then
I think they're fucking serious,
I think
dude.
they're for real. and then they're like, so you down? Like we like I guess they're just looking for like people who are like
Passionate about it as they were. Yeah.
who could perform it, but also like don't take themselves seriously enough to just do it. So, because they found us through our YouTube channel as well. So like they've seen our shorts, they've seen we can be goofy. So I guess that's what they told us, and so that we were just like,
Like we didn't understand it fully, but the one thing we did recognize was that, dude, they are just like us, honestly.
and they were genuine people. So
Wow.
so we just signed on, and then
See where the universe took us.
So you guys did you guys like choreograph the whole thing or no? They already
dude, we choreographed like a 10 times.
Yeah, the
longer
whole film
version.
it was choreographed by us.
cool.
So
And each scene we had like 10 times longer versions.
yeah. So like the ending fight scene that we had, the 2v1, we're like, oh dude, there's our shot. Let's go the fuck in. Like we're gonna go balls to the fucking wall. Not holding back dude on a movie. Go the like fucking show the Marshall Club, you know?
We had a 10-minute like previs, like 10-minute like previs, and then the Daniels were like, damn, there's like.
So a previs essentially is something that it's like a proof of concept. You shoot beforehand and you like present it to the directors, and they'll like break it down, or
You can shoot it in like a gym.
yeah, you can on your iPhone, whatever, So we just did it how we would, just shoot it how we would.
We went all out, and then poor Daniels, they had to like they were like, damn, we have to cut this down because like running time,
Yeah.
So they gave us like, like this many seconds for my fight, this many seconds for your fight, this many seconds for
Like a
the
2v1 and whatnot.
And we're just like, we didn't know where the film was gonna go. And I remember we even talked to Daniel. Daniel's like our big brother. He's the third. Bless you. And he's the one that's like, he's like the prolific one.
He like predicts things 10 years in advance of where the social current is going and what we need to do. So we listen to him, and he got us essentially.
It's like
He's your oracle?
essentially, yeah.
he's like martial arts movies are gonna be cool again, and we're gonna be at the forefront. Just watch. Like,
What the heck?
Anyways, and but we asked him this. We're like, hey, do you think Everything Everywhere All at Once is gonna be like a big deal? He's like, maybe like a cult following, but I don't see it winning like an Oscar or anything.
Wow.
And it wins. And it fucking wins. He's not a good oracle.
He blew it big time.
Except for that.
That's a hard one though. Yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah, cause like I guess at the time, like before, like and this is while we were working on it, so we haven't seen the full picture.
Like we haven't seen it. It was just a script, and it's just like, oh, this could be something a lot of people like, but we don't know how it's gonna turn out. Like we didn't even understand.
What was it like? Like, when did you know that Michelle Yeoh was in it, though?
I think from the beginning they mentioned it. I think
Is that what got you in the door?
essentially yes. We're like,
That's a big one.
Because you guys definitely probably saw all of her like old school films and everything. So
yeah.
when you say that you would like show your fandom to her, like what was that like? What do you mean?
Oh, dude, she knew exactly all the moves. Like, cause we like you study. Like, let's say if you choreograph for Michelle. Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, all her moves are downloaded, all the shots too. You know, like
yeah,
for
like
us.
we
So
knew,
we're just like,
and so it's obviously you study the actress you're working with, right? And so she was like, oh, I know where you got that from. I know where you pulled this from.
Wow.
like we would pull Easter eggs and references.
Oh, dude, she must have loved that.
Like the stance she does in the film is a callback to Super Cop.
Wow. Like she is banging in that one.
What's her background? Is it wushu too or no?
She's dance background.
I think, she was
Dance background, but she was like the tough cookie in Hong Kong. So like when she was growing up coming up in Hong Kong, she was like around the era of like Sammo, Jackie, Yun Biao. And she would be around all these, and around this time the Hong Kong industry was very competitive, and she was like in the middle of that,
And the working conditions in Hong Kong, it's not like here in America where you have like a prep time to rehearse. It's like you show up on set, they're like, do this, and it's like, oh fuck, okay, I'll do that. You know, so they have to learn to freestyle and just be ready to go. Like they got to learn quick, you know. Yeah.
And one thing about Michelle is what we learned over a few projects with her, she doesn't like to rehearse. Like she's
used
like,
to the old school.
She's like,
whoa.
She'll come in, she'll be like, dude, like old back in the day, like we would just come in, we would have to learn the choreography on the spot, just do it and forget it. Like that's her style.
Damn, and she could just remember it real quick.
Yeah, I think it's
that's a thing.
it's trained. She's trained for that. Definitely. She's a professional, like to the very, like words can't even explain.
She's like, I don't want to practice. Yeah. I'd rather just do it on the spot.
Yeah, and it even came down to like there was a sequence where Andy had a freestyle session with her. So we do this thing where like if we oh shit,
like literally when you say freestyle session.
yeah, literally that.
That's what I think
like
about.
we would pull a shot where it's like, oh, let's shoot it here where Andy's going off here, and we feature Michelle, right? Yeah. There's a part where like we'll do
like shot reversal.
Yeah, shot reversal, like a freestyle section, and she's like, oh god, and on the day she's just like, and it's like she knows what to do. Like no words need to be said, you know.
Wow.
She's the shit. Yeah. She's the shit. But and then we're grateful we got to work with her. It's like we have this day it's still processing, you know.
Yeah. So that's like what is that? That's like kung fu improv.
Essentially, it was brought up during. Fuck, I'm itchy. Sorry.
Like if you go like this, she'll know to go. Like she'll know how to receive your shit.
Essentially, yeah. Like just it's instinctual.
Yeah, it's instinctual. I guess like back then they had to learn to move so fast. So sometimes like especially if you watch
like TVB series.
like you watch TV like TVB or ATVs, like sometimes they would move so fast and you pay attention next time. It's just like throwing hands, super crank, a lot of powder. And then it just works, you know. And
I see.
Sometimes all they're doing is freestyle.
So it's not necessarily like move for move matched. It's just a flurry and then another flurry.
But it could be like, okay, they're going high. I'll just freestyle some hands high. Oh, they're going low. And then with the camera angles and the
along with the sound design too.
And
like
sound
if
design.
their hands match, it creates a rhythm. And it becomes a thing.
It's a whole craft in itself.
Yeah, it's a whole.
Like martial arts is one thing, and then martial arts filmmaking is like
a different world.
It's its own martial art.
Yeah.
Out of all the white guys, who's your favorite martial
Yeah,
artist?
who's the best?
Jean-Claude Van.
Literally, I think
I'm a fan of Brad Allen.
Brad Allen.
yeah, Brad Allen, yeah.
Brad Allen, rest in peace.
Remember he
Not Scott Atkins?
He
Jackie
fought Jackie on the rooftop,
Scott's
and
pretty
who am
badass,
I?
too.
Like, he did all the kicks.
Yeah,
And,
Oh, I love that guy. The guy with his knee on. That dude.
He was the reason also why we got put on to Shang-Chi.
No way, from Brad Allen.
yeah, so he came on as the second unit director, where it's so on the movies it's like they have a unit for all the narrative scenes, and then the action is a whole world in itself. Like he would be directing that essentially, and you know, he reached out to us, and we were fortunate enough to come onto the project because of Brad. You know,
Not Chuck
That's so
Norris?
tight.
Brad, he passed away after that film, so like rest in
that was his last.
That was his last. So we're just like very grateful that he considered it was weird. It kind of like he's the type that would just give chances because so Everything Everywhere All at Once and Shang-Chi happened at around the same time.
It was shooting at the same time.
That's
crazy.
So he would be the one that would he would seek like new talent, and we were just on YouTube at that time, and so he would see our work on YouTube, and then he would give us new guys a chance.
That's really cool.
Well, you didn't get more than a chance on Shang-Chi. You was like a freaking character.
Which is a big chance.
That was just like I think that was a blessing of like the universe, dude. Honestly, it was one day. I remember we were actually.
What was your character's name? Death Dealer?
Yeah. We were in the rehearsal phases for Everything Everywhere All at Once. It was me, Brian, and Daniel. We were shot listing, and then we got a call from the casting company, and they was like, "Just no audition, just join us."
Just come in.
And I'm just like, fuck it.
Oh damn.
And
Sick fuck it.
And then literally after the day I shot my fight scene with Michelle, and Everything Everywhere All at Once, the next day I flew out to Australia. Michelle was like, I'll meet you there. And so that's when we then she joined on to Shang-Chi after. So.
Wow, how crazy is that?
So it was like a packed year.
It's like the whole year was just like,
and
prep for this, shoot for this, move on
just
to
like
the next.
grateful,
Dang.
and
No wonder you needed a break.
Yeah.
and I think those films came out back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're not really.
So all the press and PR, we didn't know this. All the press and PR is like a world in itself too. So it was like every day was something like there was no day to just like wake up and be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym. Like it was just like you gotta
Let's junket.
yeah, like all this, come out to all these events, which we're grateful for.
And not only that, it was also like meetings with because there was like a lot of eyes on that film. There was
more opportunities,
more opportunities, which we're grateful for. And this is really a time we had to learn to really pick and choose the ones that
pick and choose the battles,
that align. Because it was rough because we came from the background of like scrounging. We just took whatever we could, and after these films came out back to back, then Everything Everywhere All at Once, there was just so much meetings we were taking with
exec studios.
Yeah.
And then we were like, we wanted to take everything, but at the same time, we had to really learn to just let's just pick the ones that align with our mission. And our mission is to preserve the spirit of martial arts.
Yeah, the morals, virtues, and the ethics of the craft.
Whichever one would put us in that trajectory, we had to really sit down and.
You had to read the whole script then.
We had to learn the hard way. Yeah.
Come on, back. I'm standing.
Okay. We're all fucked up.
From your guys' own personal film?
What's
that
that?
You guys recently shot, or just from training and stuff?
I think just
everything.
Wear and tear, yeah. Training, everything, yeah.
Age.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys all feel that you guys are all everyone's an athlete. Dude.
I saw you two limping. I was like, are y'all good? I know that walk. I know that walk.
Lean, dude. Different.
It's the
Okay, my bad. I gangster lean too then. Because I know that walk way too well.